Okay. Welcome to...
It's Booze Chat?
Oh, yeah, it's Booze Chat.
Oh, yeah, it's Booze Chat.
Hold on. I gotta turn the volume down, but we're good otherwise.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't need to be up at 100. I think 85 is probably good, right?
200.
Oh,
Picky.
oh my God. Yeah, you know, there's just like 100,000 things to check off before you record. It's been a long time since I've done this.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, it's...
New lens.
New lens.
That's it. It's, we've never filmed here before, but I...
No, we filmed in this house, but we've never filmed
Definitely.
at this
I think
house.
I've finally set the lights up to the... Like, I've never set the lights up before in this area.
Yeah.
I've always just put them on chairs behind everything to, like, bounce off the walls. Mm-hmm. And I was just finally just like, nah, screw it. I'm just going to put the lights up in the things. Anyway, we just did a cosplay think tank.
Yeah.
And I'm on my 5th beer. Beer, a thing that I have not had for a long time.
I am on
To try and slim down for Colossal Con, which is in 2 weeks.
I'm on my first drink because I was using power tools.
Yeah, you can't use power tools when you're drinking.
Nope.
You can't.
Absolutely
It's physically
not.
impossible.
Do not.
The wizard prevents you from doing it.
10 out of 10 do not recommend.
Mm-hmm. No, not even recommend. You can't do it. It's physically impossible. You'll try and touch it when you've had a drink, and it's like a magnet. Like
It's a force field.
It'll scoot away from you. It's physically, you're incapable.
It'll scooch, if you will. It'll ope its way around you, if you will.
Only if you're a Midwesterner.
Just gonna scooch on by.
I can't promise anything if you're from the West Coast.
Yeah, no, sorry. Sorry, West Coast.
What about East Coast?
They don't get the ope either.
What do they get?
They get the motherfucker get out of my fucking way.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that like a New Yorkian thing?
Yeah.
New
New
York.
York, Boston, most of New England.
Nah.
Y'all motherfuckers are crazy.
If you're in North Carolina, it's a New Yorkian thing. Doesn't matter.
New York.
New Yorkian.
New Yorkian. The whole East Coast is.
I mean, New Yorkian's kind of like way out on the fucking ocean anyway. It's a fucking island.
It is, yeah.
Most people forget about the rest of New York.
Yeah, New York State.
Do you know anything about New York other than Manhattan? No, I bet you don't. And if you do, you should leave a comment because I want to learn about it. And I'll watch that shit.
So is what you're saying that you don't know anything else about New York?
Of course I don't. Does anybody?
Yeah.
There's an Albany, New York.
There's an Albany,
Other
New
than
York.
that, what? There's fucking trees. There's trees in Ohio.
There's an upstate
Hicksville,
New
there's
York.
Farmingdale.
There's...
the Allegheny Mountains.
Why the fuck do you know so much about New York?
I schedule for the East Coast.
Oh, okay, that's fair. She
There's
writes
also-
for trucks and shit.
Yeah. There's also the Allegheny Mountain Range and
So shit nobody
Yeah.
talks about.
Bronx.
the Bronx.
That's near New York.
Queens.
That's near New York.
Queens. There's
It's
a
on
bunch
the
of stuff.
outside of New York.
Yeah, there's a bunch
See
of
how I'm referring to it as New York and not Manhattan? Yeah.
There's Buffalo, which I've heard is a shithole.
Beefalo.
Beefalo.
Is it the Detroit of New York?
No, it's the Toledo of New York.
Oh god, that's worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the Detroit of Ohio? Is that
Detroit of
Toledo?
Ohio?
Is that Toledo?
I don't know.
No. The Detroit of Ohio is kind of like some parts of Columbus.
I feel like those are two different concepts.
Cleveland.
Right?
Cleveland is the
Cleveland.
Detroit of Ohio.
Oh.
Like the where you'll get shot?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Where like it kind of has infrastructure, but like
If
there's
you're
a
anything
lot of-
less than stupid?
Well, no, there's just like there's a lot of portions of Detroit that are just sort of down and out, but there's a lot of portions of Detroit that are really nice. And I feel like Cleveland is very similar, where there's like a lot of portions that are just like garbage.
The bad is bad, but the good
Yeah,
is
like
pretty
the good is pretty good, but then the bad is really bad.
I feel like that's
Cleveland is
almost
like that.
arguable wherever you go.
Well,
Columbus has areas like that.
But Columbus has more infrastructure. Like Columbus has more going for it than just a sports team.
Yeah.
Whereas like Detroit, a lot of their stuff is around the auto industry and sports. And Columbus since it's Cleveland,
I was
Cleveland is a lot around the steel works.
I was gonna say what's
Sports.
arguable about Cincinnati. Sorry, I just got an itch.
Cincinnati.
They got their sports teams, but that's not what it revolves around.
No, Cincinnati.
It has an art scene like Columbus does.
Yeah, Cincinnati's kind of like the Lansing of Ohio.
I'm gonna call it, just because of my experience there, it's the Bohemian Columbus.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a little Ann Arbor-y.
It's kind of like hipster town
Yeah.
with a little technology flair.
It's Ann Arbor.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yeah, if you're from Michigan, hit me up, yo. But yeah. Trying to compare our states to each other.
I don't know what that's
and
about.
New York.
In New York, for some reason.
I don't know how this conversation even
I
started.
don't know. We were talking about Oop.
That's Ope. Ope is the...
Oop.
That's the conversation starter. Who's
If you-
texting you?
I have lots of friends.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll put my phone on silent.
You
'cause
have
I thought
friends.
had.
I don't have friends.
Your phone goes
Just-
off all the time.
Yeah, because
Anyway.
Jay and Andrew
It
can't
makes
stop
the
talking.
Waka Waka Pac-Man noise.
Yeah, it does, because that's my noise.
Waka waka. Mine's the Kim Possible theme, but we've been over that.
I don't have a special text tone.
Why
I
not?
have-
Sometimes you have like the dogs barking.
Why?
Yeah, that's
you-
my mom
okay,
and my grandma.
Here's okay. If I was to guess a text tone for you right now, it would be the Charizard noise from
From
the
Red.
original. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. The like original
I should get
like the
that.
two tone. Yeah, you should.
Yep.
I'll send
99
it to you.
cents.
Mm-hmm.
Or just one
No.
of those like
No, I never, ever bought tones when I was on an iPhone. Never, ever. I will figure it out. I'll figure it out
I
on my
never
old
cared
iPhone.
enough.
just use Zedge.
She's got iPhone.
Yeah, she can still use Zedge.
Does that work on
I
iOS?
believe so. Yeah.
That's what I use on Android. It was like the first thing that popped
I'll have
up.
a new text tone tomorrow.
On the next episode of Just Kidding, the episode's not over. I just noticed Sammy was down there.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
She's just chilling.
She's watching us film.
sleeping.
She wants to hear the Charizard
eyes are
noise
closed.
too.
She does. Or Sam, I think that yours might also just be like a bike horn,
A bike one.
or just. Yeah.
Well, my mom, when she texts me, it makes a little horn noise. I've got, like, different text tones, like the default ones for everybody.
Yeah, but
I do have one text tone, and it's his. Or, it's not a text tone, it's a ringtone.
What's
but-
my ringtone?
It's a ringtone.
What is it?
Call me.
Is it
No,
embarrassing?
don't call me.
You want me to call
no,
you?
it's not embarrassing.
Oh, nope.
It's...
It's.
God.
I don't even know what it is. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen right now. What's going on? Copyright!
And rip that video.
And
monetize.
nope, it was less than 30 seconds or whatever.
That's
It's
fair.
It was. It was also a cover.
I
it's
feel like it's important to say that was the Reliant K version, which is the best version of that song.
so Reliant K's Toto. I've never heard that. That's literally the first time that I've heard
What?
this.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, I've never needed to call her within the vicinity of
Well,
my
you-
ears.
You haven't heard that song?
No, I've heard that song. No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, the cover?
Yes, no, I've heard
Okay.
that.
Oh, okay.
I never knew that it was your ringtone for me.
That's fair.
Oh. Well,
Now you know.
usually you're not near someone.
And knowing is half the battle.
Oh.
The other half is violence and death.
So, are you gonna edit this like you edited the one video of me doing your eyeliner?
Oh, of course. That's like a staple now.
It
A
better
staple.
be. Shit.
That's why I keep doing all those like
That
little
was-
one. Ha.
I do like to rewatch that video sometimes because it's so funny.
You
Eggs.
can't force it.
Eggs.
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 Don't zoom in on my face.
Eggs.
I don't want you to do that ever.
If we get famous and eggs isn't a meme, then I'm gonna be upset.
Eggs. Well, now that we have TikTok,
And I'm not doing it because
We
it's
can-
gotta be somebody else because it's not funny if I do it.
it's true. It's not funny.
We have TikTok, you say we have TikTok, as in
have
I look at other people's TikToks
Yeah, you got
I made one Vine when Vine was around. I haven't even made it to making one TikTok because I am that judgmental of what I am making. And it has got to be original and perfect for me to make a fucking TikTok.
He
And
comes
there,
up with ideas
problem.
sometimes and talks to me about them, but doesn't do them.
it's not even coming up with ideas. It's I do something and you're just like, why the fuck aren't you recording that for TikTok?
Yeah.
Like, we were walking home from...
I don't even have a TikTok to look at videos, but I
Sometimes-
kind of
She just watches them when I watch them.
Yeah.
No, so we were walking home from Graders once because it's near my apartment now. And I like swatted at a mosquito or something. And I was just like, a wild mosquito appears. And she was just like, why the hell didn't you make that a TikTok? And I was like, I don't know. Because I didn't have my fucking phone out like right here while it happened. Because I thought it would be funny if it was like a Pokemon thing. Like a thing. I don't know.
We ran into a swarm of like those little gnats,
Oh, yeah.
and they got in my ice cream and in my mouth.
No.
Did you eat them?
No, I don't think so.
Hopefully.
But, well,
I mean,
probably
you know.
did. I probably ate bugs.
If
that
you
day.
did, it's whatever.
Yeah, they're small. I didn't taste them.
They're small. Get a little protein.
All
I
I'm
know
thinking
that
about is I went the and if you've never seen Pokemon, whoever's watching this has no
You
idea
know,
what I was
we've
talking
all
about.
seen it.
We have.
We were gym leaders.
They haven't. I miss that.
I do too.
I was
a lot.
okay, in addition to Minecraft World, I was Googling whether or not Pokebank is going to be available for Sword and Shield.
It should be.
Pokemon.
They're still up in the
Yeah.
air about it, but it seems like the creators are really focused on making sure that it happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if I can't transfer everything over that I've had since like Fire Red, I'm gonna be upset. I mean, I was upset enough that I couldn't transfer over Red to Gold to Gen 3.
I want my bug team on Switch because, and Sam and I have had this conversation before, but I think it might be an important conversation to have right now. On a live platform where there's video, I can't wait for the Pokemon community to thrive again on Switch because I feel like the 3DS and all the Pokemon games before that, the DS, the 3DS, blah blah blah. I feel like it was still a pretty large portion of people, but it was not the same amount of people that have the Switch and that might get the Pokemon games for the first time.
And the handheld community were really split. Now
They
they're
were.
not.
Exactly. So the amount of people, like, it's going to be a widespread thing if they can get competitive Pokemon back on this Switch.
Plus with Detective Pikachu.
Right.
that.
they're
The
farming-
concentration
they're
and the
farming new
focus on
people.
it has never been stronger.
With
So
Pokemon Go.
you get to move all the shit that you've got from the mobile games, from the old games over to the new Switch, and it's never going to be stronger, and competitive is never going to be easier for random people, anybody to get into, and I can't wait to stomp people with my fucking Mega Heracross again! Ugh!
Oh yeah, no, Pokemon Go and like the Pokemon Company and Nintendo know exactly what they're doing by releasing Pokemon Go and then by releasing Let's Go Eevee, like the Let's Go games, just to get everybody across, and then like even with Sun and Moon, like there were so many people who had picked up Sun and Moon who had never played a Pokemon game before, and now we're gonna see them on the Switch, and I'm really excited. Like I miss playing in the league, but I don't miss how much work it was.
There was
Like
a lot of
I honestly
issues.
don't miss that.
I mean,
I feel like we got most things down that last year, but like our costume, I would use that costume endlessly, the one that I had, because that was the best.
Oh, we need to do a photo shoot with those.
Do. I really want to.
so there's that, but I also, like, an idea that I just remembered that I talked about as on community days, it would be really dorky thing to do, but kind of an interesting thing to do, to go to a random park. Because every community day, there's a pretty decent park around where I live. We could go to, and we could bring our 3DSs, we could bring our phones, and have like a little makeshift bug team, or dragon team, or fairy team, and be like, fight us, because, especially now, because like trainer battles are a thing in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
It would kind of be a neat thing to dedicate a couple hours worth of time.
Hand out stickers.
Even if people were like, oh shit, I've got a team on my 3DS, I'm going to go grab it real quick and I'll be right back. Mm-hmm. I'm going to come fight you. So you have the option of either. I thought that was maybe a really neat idea that might garner the Rising Sun League, the group that we used to be in for conventions. Mm. It might garner some attention.
We could maybe do something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Might be neat to do it once.
The Facebook page gives me notifications all the time.
It does.
Notifications too.
I know this isn't going to be relevant for anybody else who's watching, but that part in Thompson Park where there's like the 3 stops and the gym.
Yeah.
You just stand there. We could just stand there. There's a little corner in the park that we all go to a lot. There's a ton of stops, but there's one little corner where there's 3 stops and a gym. Mm-hmm. So you could just stand there all day, drop lures on everything, use incense constantly, and then if we stood there and people can come fight us.
And now we've got the environmental lures.
Yes, that released today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
I saw that it dropped. I haven't tried it out yet.
I don't think I have any.
I don't know
You might have to
how
buy
you even get them. Right, I didn't see what that meant, but there's
It stops.
what they say: glacier lures, mossy lures, and
electro
magnet lures.
Something like that. You get Probopass and
It's supposed to basically encourage different types of Pokemon that haven't been in the game yet, but also there's like specific areas where Pokemon can evolve from
really
that
exciting.
weren't able to evolve. So that's the one thing about Niantic that I'll talk about, is that they've really stepped their game up in the last couple of years. Because I remember when I stopped
you can
and...
buy them with coins.
Oh, they're in the shop now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Magnetic lure, mossy, and glacial lure.
Neat. So I remember at the end of 2016, I kind of stopped playing. There just wasn't much going on in the game. Like that at that point, like all you did was catch stuff. Mm-hmm. And then about a year ago, I jumped back in because I started spending more time with her, and she was still really into it. And we started going to places when we didn't have any money and we didn't have anything else to do, but the weather was really nice. And like once they added gifts, if you had friends and gifts, just that alone, if you had a problem with like you didn't live near stops, if you got enough friends, you could constantly get items, and then it made the game playable for you. Mm-hmm. And then recently, I haven't used it at all, really, but they made trades available, and they also made battling available. So if you're watching this video and you have not played Pokemon Go in a while because, I don't, there's nothing to do. Believe me, there's plenty to do. I'm on it every single day, pretty much, because, number one now, if you spin Pokestops every 7 days and you catch something every 7 days, it actually ramps up your experience points so you can jack up your level, get free stuff, get more interesting things. Like, I find gyms all the time and I could throw Pokemon in, so I make money in the game. And then I can also, I also found out, like, basically hatching Pokemon is the easiest way to make Stardust, which is what you need to trade and or level up your Pokemon. So I've just been constantly buying incubators. There's really no other thing that you need to buy, especially once you get gifts, because all they're going to do is send you Pokeballs and revives and stuff like that. So, yeah, all in all, I won't continue to talk about that. But it's...
Call this episode Poke Rant?
I mean, basically, right? I mean, so...
We talk about New York and Pokemon.
Yep.
What else do you need to talk about? What else is there to talk about?
Nothing. There's
I don't even know.
else that's relevant.
Nothing else in the entire world.
Pizza.
There's just New York and Pokemon.
Pizza.
And pizza. That's Sam wants.
And abortion. Ha!
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Nope. That was
I don't
a stopping
wanna talk
block.
about
We're not. No. We're not. Nope. It's not even this is not a political show whatsoever. I dropped that in because hopefully we can make light of the situation right now.
How?
Do you guys like cheese?
Yeah, I would cut
I
that.
like cheese.
Do you like cheese?
And
Yeah, I like cheese.
pizza.
Why would I cut that? Pizza?
Pizza.
We're back to pizza.
I've been wanting pizza ever since you mentioned
Oh my god, it's 12:15. Do you think any pizza place is even open?
They're probably getting ready to close.
Guess what? We could go to Meyer and
Yes.
buy a pizza and cook a pizza.
How late do you want to stay up?
We don't work tomorrow. Who cares?
Oh yeah.
Problem solved. I think that's a pretty good place to end the episode.
Yeah,
Don't you think pizza is a pretty great, small?
pizza's a good place.
I'm gonna.
Check us out on Twitter, Instagram. I'm Chromatone. That's Belphion and Ninja Cack down at the end. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and click on that bell so that you know when we post new videos.
I guess there's a bell now.
A Belphion.
Bye.
Belphion.